Hello and welcome to day number 42 of Blueprints. Thanks so much for joining me. Hope you're having a great day. Day 42. Wow. This is the Hitchhiker's Guide episode, isn't it? So here's the thing. Ordinarily, I would go to the outer room right now and see what we can get. We have, as you can see in the top right-hand corner, 5 keys from the clock tower and a bunch of tomorrow rooms. And yesterday we had a hovel run. If you missed the video for the day yesterday, feel free to go check it out. But yesterday effectively set us up today, ideally for success. Today has a lot of potential to be pretty cool for us. We've got, at the very start of the day, 30 gems and $98, which is sick. Here's the thing. I would love to have a schoolhouse run, because if we can have all of these gems at the very beginning of the day, then basically we can just focus on trying to get all 8 of the classrooms today, which would be huge. Also, we've got, a decent supply of money early, which is nice. Potentially we could do some showroom stuff today, but the primary goal is for us to get the schoolhouse in the outer room and then set up the 8 classrooms. Now, so ordinarily you would have to go to the outer room and draft the schoolhouse, but I want to see if we can't find some dice. And you know what? The closet can have dice, but not today. The compass could be neat. Compass could also potentially backfire. Okay. And then if we go west, I will just take a den. So I would like to potentially see if we can't get a dice, or ideally 2, before we go to the outer room outside. Walk-in closet. Now this could also have dice. Please? Okay, a key card is also great to see. That basically makes it so security doors are not an issue for us today. So that is nice. That is nice to see, if nothing else. No dice still, unfortunately. Okay, that's fine. Would love to see the boudoir show up. No boudoir. I will accept, I think, the conference room. Nothing in the conference room, I don't think. Okay. And I don't want to draft like too many rooms, because obviously I want a lot of potential for classrooms, right? Parlor gives us more gems, but honestly, it feels like a little bit of a non-issue today, at least. We could go secret passage. Here's what we can do. We can go secret passage, and then we can take a purple room and hope for boudoir. I think is our best odds at getting dice. Boudoir. Yeah. This gives us dice. Okay. And now I'll take my free gem. Thank you very much. Now we go to the outer room, now that we have dice. And that only took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That took 6 rooms out of the 43 that we can actually draft. So with the remaining, 37 rooms in the house, we need 8 of those to be classrooms, okay? But obviously step 1, gotta get the schoolhouse first. Best case scenario, obviously, we open this door and it shows us the schoolhouse right away. No. Root cellar, tool shed, tomb. Please. Excellent. Okay. They gave us the schoolhouse. Anything in here? So I think 2 dice guarantees that happens, basically. Okay, cool. All right, I'm glad I did that. So it's on, folks. We have a run. I'll go maybe East of the boudoir first. The other incredible thing for classroom runs would be that showroom item that lets you rotate rooms, because then we could basically affect the direction of the other door, whether it goes... Okay, already. Great start, I think. We could also rotate this to go south, which genuinely I think I want to do. So thank you, Dovecoat, for being in this. So now we can classroom go south, which I like a lot. There's grade 1. Thank you for the apple. Salt shaker would also be cool on a classroom run, but it's not like the most necessary. So now could take library. So we have 2 total redraws from the classroom. So let's use them to maybe look for more classrooms. And sure enough, that's what they gave us. This unfortunately is going in the wrong direction. So the office is going in the right direction and gives us money. I have $100. But this is going in the wrong direction. So yeah, give me the office. I think I'm fine with that. We could also redraw one more time, but I think give me the office. I'm fine with this. Give me the gem. Car keys, sure. You know what? Haven't seen an upgrade disc in a minute in this game, to tell you the truth. We can spread gold, and then that goes to the conference room already. And then we can log into the network. Swang song. I think I did that last time. Swan song me. And then since we already have the key card, we can set... or maybe we want to do an experiment. We have keys. Yeah, maybe I'll do an experiment instead. We can go to the... We can do laboratory and then set up an experiment. Seems okay. What do you got for us today? Add 3 aquariums, lose 10 steps, gain a key, a gem, or a dice selected randomly. It's not incredible. Each time you find trash while digging, and you unlock or bypass a security door. Let's do this one and this one. Seems okay. Not incredible, but fine. Could be good for keys. Could be good. You know, the thing I would like to get from that, I think, is dice. Okay. So now if you could be like an East Wing Hall. I accept a classroom. A classroom here is totally fine. We lose out on the corner here, obviously, but I think that's okay. And then we could get another classroom off of this to be a dead end, and I would also be fine with that. This is grade 2. Yeah, losing out on that corner, a little bit of a bummer. But it is what it is. We can think of it as being a means to an end. We could chapel here. But again, I think I would be fine with this being... So we have some redraws. Classroom. Greenhouse. More likely to draw green rooms while drafting. I think I don't. Although that is another drafting type room. We have one more redraw. Okay, I'll use it. They give us a drawing room, which is also a drafting room, which gives us more redraws for classrooms, so I'm not mad at that. It's Gem Nooch, though granted, not too worried about the amount of gems we have. So, okay. Classroom. Foyer could also be cool. Just to guarantee that hallways are unlocked. We've got keys. Chapel would give us money and opportunity. I'll redraw once for a classroom. Okay, I'll take a classroom. I like that. Classrooms also have the potential to have stuff like on the desks sometimes. So I should probably keep an eye out for that. Like they can have, I've seen lucky rabbit's foot or gems or whatever. Magnifying glass. Okay, so we've got grade 3. All right. If this could go north or connect to foundation, I won't be mad. This is a classroom that goes north. Perfect. We've got a giant pencil. What is this? Hall pass. You will not lose steps traveling between 2 adjoining hallways. Hallways drafted from an adjoining hallway do not cost gems to draft. Cool. Okay, we've seen this classroom before. Free apple, by the way. Thank you so much. Oh, was there an experiment actually for eating apples? I don't think there was. I don't remember. More Raven. Kororika is this one, and it's orange and it's the arrow. Vera is this one. Morajai is this one. Vera, I think, is all of this, and then this is Morajai. Or maybe just this little island is Morajai. I don't remember. Maybe this whole thing is Morajai. And then Arch Aries, Arinda / Fen Aries, Iraja, Nuance. Am I missing one? There should be 8. Kororika, Vera, Morajai. That's 3. Arch Aries. Oh, the 8 are Arinda and Fen, but they're the same place. Okay. Noted. Further nuance. Yeah, okay. I know which is which. This is Vera, this is Morajai, that's Kororika. I know where they are. That's fine. This is all good stuff to know. Again, there's an exam at the end. Fen, Reddington, Mount Holly, Oris, Fen Aries. Yeah, Fen took over from Arinda. We've learned this in the past. Okay, we could just keep going north, I guess. Like, this could go right or left as a classroom. Left, probably better. But I think, yeah, we have a bunch of redraws, so, like, may as well use them. Drafting studio, no thanks. Another classroom that goes left. Excellent. I'll take it. We get to grade 5, which is, it looks like, is art. Anything on the desks that I can snag? Not that I can tell. Draw 2 things that share all but one letter of their name. Okay. Cool. All right, we'll keep going. A classroom, but it goes south. Is just a little too spooky. I would love to see a classroom that goes north, I think. Is that at all doable? We have redraws. I think I like a passageway here. Passageway just feels like nice and safe. We have a lot of rooms left to open, and yeah. Okay, so let me start going like west and south. Foyer is free, but also security. But foyer is free. Okay, sure. And then that's going to make the Great Hall free. I feel like security there was still probably the play, but whatever. Okay. Garage for keys? We have car keys? We do have car keys. Okay, sure. Thank you for the keys. And then whatever's in here, it's an upgrade disc. All right. Remember how I was saying earlier that I hadn't seen one of those in a minute? It's like they were listening. It's like Tonda Ross himself said, oh, Let me help you out there, friend. Okay, before we go north of Passageway, I would like to go, I think, back to the conference room, which is kind of a lot of steps. I don't know, we have 50. I feel okay to go all the way back there. I just want to fill in these spaces, which is kind of why I was hoping one of these rooms would go south. But it is what it is. I also would like to connect to the foundation. We don't really need to, but I think it would be helpful. Like if we get a sanctum key today, I would like to be able to go downstairs. So let's do that. This is gonna take some steps for sure. Dude, from grade basically 3 to 4 to 5. And then almost 2 directly into that. Pretty cool sequence. Wait, this is grade 2? Where's grade 1? Oh, grade 1 is up here. Right. This was grade 1. Yeah, the colors. Grade 1, gotta be honest, kind of gave a lot of information from the get-go. Getting the secret passage here and then picking purple into boudoir for the dice might be the greatest blueprints play I've ever made. Maybe could wait on getting this money until we get the coin purse, if we get the coin purse. But it's fine. A classroom. Damn. They're actually not going to let me go west at all. So I guess I am going to take the... This kind of stinks. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. There's a world... Hang on, I have an idea. Ferb, I know what we're going to do today. Anything on the desks in here? So this is history. So this is already grade 6. So we just got to get grade 7 and grade 8. And then we're chilling. Who is the first crowned ruler of Fen Ares? That was General Teskin. Crowned ruler? 4 of 6. Which city in Fen Ares is named after a historical figure? That's Oris. How many sons did the 4th king of Arendia have? How many sons did the 4th king have? 2? How long did the War of the 5th Era last? 22 years. Which realm did not ally with Fen Ares or Raja? What flag was forbidden after the war? Black flag. So that black flag is correct. Araj is correct. 22 years is correct. General Teskin is correct. Reddington is incorrect. 60 and 6 is incorrect. Let's see if we can get someone with some right answers. Black is correct. Arch is wrong. 12 is wrong. 2 is correct. Oris is correct. Who's the first crowned ruler? I think was it of Fen Ares? Was it Desolates? Prince Learson died. Right? General Teskin. How many sons? 2, 22 years, Black Flag, Teskin. And then Arch and Reddington are wrong. Yeah. So it's Oris and Araja. So all of the correct answers: General Teskin, Oris, 2 sons, 22 years, Araja, Black Flag. Okay. History is penned by the victors. No kidding. No kidding. Anyway. Okay. Well, there's grade 6. Okay, so yeah, Ferb, I know what... No, wait. No, never mind. No. I'm good. Sorry. It's just, I had like a billion thoughts at once. 37 steps. I think that's okay. So you're full. That's fine. So here's what we can do. We can still, because we have the key card, we can still enter and go up from the foundation and then go west from there. Okay, so this is going to be locked off from the rest of the house. So the way for us to get back into the house is going to be basically going back the way we came. But at least we get to see, ideally, these other 4 rooms. To me, I feel like this is worth the steps. Watch this door be... do I have a shovel? I don't have a shovel. That's fine. Okay. I will take security here for sure. Should have taken security earlier, probably. So now... Oh, hang on. Let me leave. Let's use our upgrade disc, because I forgot about that, to be honest. And what do we get this time? The guest bedroom. Okay. Cool. I think I've seen a couple of things that this can turn into. The guest bedroom, hidden effect of a random bedroom in your draft pool. The quest bedroom, plus 10 steps if you enter antechamber today. Add 2 coins to your allowance. That seems really good. And then the Geist bedroom is another way to get dice. If you have Tomb on the estate today, gain an additional 4 dice. Also kind of cool. I think both... Guest bedroom I think is fun, but unreliable. Quest bedroom for the allowance, or Geist bedroom for dice. I feel like dice at this point is valuable because like finding like specific rooms at this point feels important, and it does give another reason, I think, to choosing the Tomb. So as much as I do like, we have other ways to get allowance. Let's do Geist bedroom. So this means that the guest bedroom can no longer give us, I think, like a random item anymore. It's guaranteed always going to give us 2 dice, just like the boudoir. But also if we have the Tomb, it's going to give us, I think, 6 dice total, which is pretty cool. Okay, so I want to turn my security doors actually to high. If I can help it. And I can. And I can, and I will. Pardon me. Is there anything in the estate that I'm missing? Nope. Okie doke. So yeah, if we could continue south along the west wing here, the pool. The pool is going to add some rooms, but it also gives us opportunity, so fine. Forgot about the swim trunks. Thank you for the key. Not too shabby. And then can you continue south? You can't, but I'm not mad about seeing the mail room. We get mail for tomorrow, but you know what we get immediately is a bunch more letters. Ooh, okay. Was this the last one? I've read that. I've read that. That might have been the last one. Ooh, greetings, Simon. Hope all... this is new. Hope all is going well on the estate. I was discussing my communications with you with another fellow technician, Kimberly Thompson, and she suggested I disclose to you the locations of the drafting strategy issues she's personally found on the estate. Issue 1 through 5. The above list is according to her, so I can't personally vouch that these are accurate. We have found all of those, I believe. Okay, thank you, Randolph. Simon, if I'm going to be mentioning members of the staff, perhaps I should give you a brief introduction. Mrs. Ann Babbage, house manager, my boss. Kirk Darren, head of security. Randolph Moore. Led, oh my God, hang on, I'm having a stroke. Lead lab technician, network admin, humble author of these letters. Kimberly Thompson. Lad, oh my God. Forgetting how to read English, dude. Lab technician, lab assistant and helpful sidekick. Chef de camp, head of kitchen, maker of tasty meals. Hartley Ruoda, the Baron's personal valet, retiring. Okay. Christoph, the chauffeur. Robert Nogula, the new groundskeeper. There are a handful of other names among the various live-out and seasonal service staff, but due to their infrequent mention, I thought it best to omit them from this cursory introduction. Cool. We got a bunch of names for folks. Christoph has no last name. Christoph the chauffeur. This is Ann Babbage, Kirk Darren, Randolph Moore, Kimberly Thompson, Chef de Camp, Hartley Ruoda, Christoph, and Robert Nogula. Okay. Another successful experiment, another letter. You have certainly been keeping yourself busy as I've spent the last few days racking my brain trying to come up with new clues for you. I'm reminded of your mother's aptly named book, A New Clue, and how fiendishly she hid the clues for her readers within its pages. Don't worry, I won't be hiding my clues for you in imagery or requiring you to comb the text with a magnifying glass. The truth is, I'm not nearly as clever or creative as she was. The best I could muster trying to be cryptic and mysterious would be something like, break the bricks in the weight room with something that has a handle and is very heavy. I'm afraid that in spite of my best efforts, the result is not quite cryptic and even less mysterious. I suppose I'll leave the riddles to your great uncle and his niece, Randolph. So sure enough, we can break a wall in the weight room with the power hammer. We have the power hammer in the code check. We just gotta... You know, we need those stars to align at some point. But thank you, Randolph, for confirming. Dear Simon, as I've been running out of ideas of my own, yesterday I asked Kirk Darren if he had any additional security advice I could pass on, and to my surprise, he gave me an envelope and directed me to include it in my next correspondence to you. I did not ask him what it contained, so I'll be very curious to hear from you after this is all over, find out whether or not it was of any use. Until next time, Randolph. Unused memos. Safe code 4368 is a red letter. The numbers 6, 7, and 9 do not appear in any of the fixed combinations of safes on the estate. Right. Because none of those numbers never mind. 6, 7, and 9 do not appear in any of the fixed combinations of safes on the estate. Okay. 1213. Safe code D8. D8? Handwritten? There is a safe on rank 10. In a green memo. Which is a lie. I think. There is a safe on rank 10. I think no, there isn't. Okay, interesting. Simon, I can't think of any reason you need to access the server administrator controls before I return, but your father has mentioned your interest in computers, so I have a feeling you may be a bit more hands-on than your great uncle. You'll find the admin terminal in Blackbridge Grotto, a small cavern sealed, much like the story, off of the East Drive. I believe I've previously explained how to restore power to the grotto in one of my earlier letters. However, keep in mind that accessing the terminal requires an admin key. Fortunately, I won't be able to set one up for you until I return, but your admin key will eventually be Joan S. First 4 letters of your family name, or if you prefer, we could use a pseudonym. I'm sure we'll discuss it in greater detail when I return. Oh, so that's like the format. First 4 letters of your family name. And then the S is like capital first letter of my name. So that's the format for the admin key. Okay. So that means Randolph probably would have one then, right? Randolph's last name? Randolph Moore. So what if it's Moore and then an R for Randolph, or D-A-R-R-K? Yeah. Or even the Baron, potentially. Interesting. And then last but not least, if you do end up accessing the admin controls in Blackbridge Grotto, I'm sure you notice the sealed circular door to the left of the terminal. As you likely have already concluded for yourself, this door can only be opened if 3 different microchips are inserted in the central pedestal. All 3 microchips are kept secured in 3 other locations, but I decided to make it easy for you and have left one of the microchips in the grotto for ready access. You'll have to find a new clue or 2 to find the others, and a hammer. Okay, so we found one of them, and that's a clue. I do still need to find the other microchip. I wonder if there's... I feel like... Are there going to be any more? I feel like there's maybe going to be like one more letter from Randolph, maybe? Oh my god. Anyway, okay. This is useful. The admin key formatting is useful. Mine would be Joan S, but it isn't set up yet. So I could use... I could try Randolph's. Moore R, or I could try Kirk Darren's, Dare K, I think. Even Ann Babbage's, Bab A, might work. I don't know if she would use that. Okay, cool. I love the letter system. I love, you know, a way for the game to kind of steer you in the right direction via Randolph. I think I'm a big fan of that. Okay. We have 30 steps. It's going to take a bunch more steps for us to basically get back to where we were, to go north of Passageway. I'm confident we will find something that gives us more steps. Or maybe we don't even fill in the rest of the house. Maybe we just get 2 more classrooms, right? Maybe we just get 8 or 7 and 8. Although there is a 9. Like we have 9 total... With the schoolhouse, we have 9 total classrooms in the pool, and there is a 9. So, feels like maybe we could potentially try to make that happen. But steps are a little bit of a concern at the moment. Anyway, back down we go. It is a little bit of a shame. I didn't have a shovel for here, and I can't, connect to the foundation to anywhere else in the house, which is a bummer, but it is what it is. I think that was still worth doing. I think. I mean, did we get one more classroom? Or no, I'm thinking of this one, I think. Yeah. We got the pool, which does add a drafting, so we can get, basically gives us more rerolls for classrooms. But it adds the locker room and the sauna and the pump room. Not ideal, but hopefully it doesn't matter too much. But yeah, this is going to take some steps, unfortunately. Okay, so I think I'm not going to worry about the Blackbridge Grotto today. I think we can do that a different day. I have a singular... Now that I'm back on track, I have a singular focus, which is at least getting to the 9th classroom would be cool, but at least getting to grade 8 is the goal. All right. And we're back. Okay, don't kill me. Another classroom. Yep. So this is going to be grade 7. Incredible. I don't think I've personally been to grade 7. So what is grade 7? Oh, it's math. Oh shit. Okay, we need to spend time in here. We need to figure this out. Algebra. Not my forte, I fear. But we'll figure it out. So before I keep going, let's slow down a little bit and do some math. Okay, so advanced functions. So ordinarily 3 squared. Does in a circle mean like in brackets maybe? So 3 squared is 9. And then just what? 9 in brackets is just 9? Did anyone answer 9? I want to see what they answered. That 9, okay. Did they all say 9? 9, okay. Does a circle just mean brackets? I think circle might just mean brackets. All right. What else do we got? 3, so 9, in brackets, times, so this is a yellow 5. Would that be minus 5? So is that 9 times negative 5? Is that minus 45, or am I wicked off? 4. So okay, so it's not times, it's just 4. Okay, so that is just 9 minus 5. Great. Okay, 9 minus 5. So then this is 7 plus yellow 5. Unless it's just like, oh, maybe it's 7 minus whatever this is. Hang on. So this is 5 squared is 25. What is it? What does in the circle mean? What the hell are the waves? Is that divided by maybe? Oh, God. Okay, we'll figure it out. We'll get there. We'll get there. Let's not panic. 5. So this is 25. Is this is, it could be like 7 minus 25, or it could be 7 plus 25. It's just, why is the 5 yellow? Yellow is minus, right? They do only have 3 colors. They have blue, yellow, and purple or pink, depending on how you see that. I think, is this, what is 25 plus 7? Is that 32? 16. 8 of 12 8 out of 12. So this is the other thing, is like having a cross-reference what the hell is even correct. 7 4 44. What? Remember, don't square till you're there. Don't square till you're there. Okay. $44. I need to, what? 16. How many answers are there? 1, 2, 3. Algebra heads watching this are gonna hate me. 16, 4, 44. I'm assuming one of those is correct. So how could it be 16? 7. Oh my God. Okay, what is... Okay. What is the next one? This is 9. This is 4. Right? Because 9 minus 5. So 7 minus... But maybe it's just like... But if this is in brackets, if that's what that means... But that would be multiply. So that's not what that means, because that's not what this is. This is just... I don't know what the circle means. This is 9 minus 5 is 4. 5 minus 5 squared? I mean, is that not minus 25? Okay, 2 in purple. 2 in purple, is that like 3 times this? Or is this like 5? Is this like 25 minus 7? Because 25 plus 7, like I said earlier, is 32. Half of 32 is 16. 4 and 44? Brother, how did you get 44? Don't square till you're there. No idea. Yeah, me neither. Oh, dude. The reason I'm spending time on this is because you do kind of have to like know how this math works for the exam in grade 8. This is kind of like the last thing. And it's hard. 2. So I'm sorry I'm spending a lot of time here. 2 squared is 4. Okay, what did people put for this one? 36. 2 squared is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. Is this not 12? 36. Is it 36 across the board? You put 12. That's what I said. But they got 36? 9 out of 12. That means to me that like most of these are right. Zach Kraft. Branson. Branson in papyrus font. Sandra. Sandra only got a 7 out of 12. But maybe Sandra's right about 3 times 4. 3 times 4 is 12. But maybe not, that's not how that works. 3 times 4... But hang on. Wait. They have 36? 3... What if it's 3 times 4, which is 12, times 3? Which is 36? This one, 16. Dude, I have no idea. I don't know, but I need to know. If I'm gonna get to grade 8. Oh, this is hard. Dude, this is very hard. 2. So this is 9 confirmed. So this is 4. It's just, what is this? Is this 1? Is this not just 4? Is this 4 times 4? 16? 16? 4. Don't square till you're there. Only 7 out of 12. So I'm getting 4. And 12. I mean, I don't know. Sandra still got 7. What ones did Sandra get right? What ones did these guys get wrong? $10, $100 for the next one. No idea. So is it either 10 or 100, or is it neither? 10 or 100. 2 squared is 4. But then what the hell does the 5? What are the 5? And then the fucking 95? 95? Do I need to do 95 squared, brother? The hell is 95 squared? How do I even... I need a calculator for that. 95 squared? 9,025? And they got fucking... $10 and $100? What the hell did the squiggles even mean? Dude, this is absurd. I just kind of want to... I'm going to cheat a little bit just because this is like insane. Blueprints. How does advanced math... Sorry, how does advanced functions work? Blueprints has a peculiar system. This is from Reddit. This is from r/blueprints on Reddit. Blueprints has a peculiar system of algebra that took me a moment to figure out. Initially, players will encounter this in the dartboard puzzle in the billiard room. This becomes particularly important in the schoolhouse mission that you need to complete to earn a trophy and get a good grade in the final test, where knowledge of these operators will be required on a base level. Cyan, blue, is plus/addition. Yellow is minus subtraction. Magenta, multiplication. And can't be the first number. Purple. Wait, there's a difference between magenta and purple? Is division. Which one is this? Which one is on? Is this magenta or purple? These to me look like purple? Why wouldn't pick a different color? Basically, you can read the numbers as signed. You can read the numbers as signed based on their color. Yellow 3 is -3. Purple 2 is divided by 2. Okay, I'm going to assume there is no division in this then. I'm going to assume these are magenta. Right? Yeah. That's multiply. That's not divide. It's just it's kind of muted on the test. The sequence cyan 7, blue, blue 7, yellow 4, 7 minus 4 is 3, times 2, 3 times 2 is 6, results in 6. 7 is, yeah, okay. For the dartboard, these operators are applied in sequence from middle out, and early on will always be in the sequence above. An addition, then a subtraction, then a multiplication, then a division. Later on, the colored segments can switch up. Square and diamond. In addition to the operations enforced by the colors of the numbers, there are box in circle operations. They are square, multiply the number by itself, square the number. Diamond is invert the digits of the number. So cyan 37 in diamond results in 73. So we have 16 in diamond results in 61. 61. 4. 61. Okay. All right. I maybe could have figured that out, but fine. The important thing is that these operations follow a sequence by applying the number in the center of the operator before applying the operator. What about when they're in a circle? They're box and circle operations. Yeah. Square is multiply or square the number. How do you invert a 5 on its own? Oh, okay. Okay, hang on. 21.7 rounded up, round to the single wave, round to the 1 digit. 20? 22 seems correct to me. 22. Yeah. Okay. $22 for the first one. Double wave round to the 10 digit. So then that would be 20. Yeah. And they both got that right. Triple wave round to the 100. 40. 41. Round to the 100? Round to the... Oh, but that's only for that one. So that's 100 rounded. 100 minus 60 is 40. Okay. 100 minus 60 is 40. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so this is 5. So how does a yellow squared work? The important thing is that these operations follow a sequence by applying the number in the center of the operator before applying the operator. Cyan 5, yellow 2 in square. Yellow 2 in square results in 9 because... Oh, wait. Cyan 5, yellow 2 in square results in 9 because 5 minus 2 equals 3. 3 times 3. Oh, 2 minus 1. Or sorry, 2 times 1 is 2. 2 squared is 4. 4 squared is 16. Is that how they got 16? Oh, 4, 16. 2 times, okay. Okay. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 squared is 36. Ah. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Okay, I understand. I think. This bottom left one is tricky. But also, and then this one. 30, so 5 with the diamond. So this is 30, or no, you just inverted after. So 30 minus is 25. 25 inverted is 52. No. 52. 52. I feel good about it now. Okay. Let's see if we can't figure out this bottom one, though, because this bottom one is scary. So 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 5. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 5 times 2 is 10. 5 minus... Hang on. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 5 is 15. Minus 95 is like minus 80, and then square that twice. 110. No idea. Don't square till you're there. So then it's 5 times... Aha! Okay, hang on. Don't square till you're there. 5 times 10 Sorry, 5 times 2 is 10. 10 squared is 100 plus 5 is 105 minus 105 minus 95 is 10. Squared again is 100. Branson's right. Oh my God. Branson's right. It's 100. I understand. And then the rounding, round this to the nearest 100. Okay, I understand. Oh my God, I understand. I can't believe it. Hey, thank you, user chaos of 99 on the r/blueprints subreddit for not posting the answers to this, but just posting how the fuck it works. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna leave this open. Okay, we still need to get to grade 8, but like we're close. We're very close. I feel good. I feel good about the algebra, I think. Okay. Now you go up, and you're grade 8, and you go up. Incredible. Okay, I think this is it. Is this it? Grade 8. Oh my God, language? Arajan affix pairings. Prefix, suffix. Aj, ja. Ma, am, av, vo, nev, ven, el, le. When paired with a verb, can mean I will or I won't, similar to ul or lu. There's a language? Arajan vocabulary. Earlier, Arajan did not use any verbs, so today the rare usage of verbs are comprised almost entirely of loan words and are mainly used to describe physical actions. Lore is word. Hue is house. Tray is tree. Yate is gate. Loon is water. Dao is day. Nigh is night. Array is future. Okay. Are any of these 3-letter words in the word castle? What do we got for the test? Arajan worksheet. Translate the following phrases. Hello, can you teach me a new word? Hello, can you teach me a new word? Any freebies in here, by the way? When do I get to do the test? I made it to grade 8. Do you have to get to grade 9 in order to do the test? Hello, can you teach me a new word? Ajlor, il teach nevlor? Can you teach me a new word? Ajlor, hello? Aj first. New word. New word. Ul teach. Ul. Where's ul? L or le. Le is a lack of myself. Ul is you. Can ul. Ajlor. Ul teach nivlor. Nivlor is new word. The large house is toward the east. Huem ovet. The large house is toward the east. Do they have east? Et? Huh? Foreign language class. Ajlor. Ulgo? Nevdao. What is this? Simlish? Learn Arajan. Ajlor. Is that a new word? Nevdao. New. Is that new day? Nev. New. New day. New word. New. Ilgo? You go? Question mark? You'll go? This person got 5 out of 6. Oh, okay. Hang on. This person cooked. Ajlor Nevlor. New new word or new wait, new is Nev. Ajlor? First word new word? Huemovet. The large house is toward the east. The large house. The large? Large. Am. Hugh. House. Hugh am. The large house. Hugh is house. Am is large. Of et. Toward east. How do you know east is et? I will swim at dawn. El is I. Swim. Nevdao. New day. I'll swim Nevdao. I won't read at night. Readle. Readle? Readle is me but negative. Readle nigh. Nigh is night. I won't read at night. Readle nigh. The branches of the tree are old. Ventriven. Old. Old. Ven. Tree. Tree ven? Acceptable? Ven tree? Branches of the tree are old. Would it be ventriven or just treven? The trunk of the tree is small. Menevtre. The trunk of the man. Ma small. Nev new. Mad nev. Tre. Tre ma trunk. You should remember the Eurasian terms for these. Tre ma trunk. Hang on. If this one was acceptable, maybe one of them wasn't right. 4 of 6. Menev tre. Tre ven. Ajlor ultich nevlor. Huemavet el swimajdao. Lareed instead of readle. I won't read. I won't read at night. Read night. Yeah, I don't. That seems fine. Is there a? Oh, affix, prefix, and suffix. Oh, they go before or after. Oh. Okay. First, small, toward, new, and I all are prefix. Last, large, away, old, and a lack of myself are all suffix. So it would be readle. It would not be lareed because suffix. Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay. I feel like can I screenshot? How do you screenshot in Steam? Is that something I can do? There's a way, right? I don't know how. Game recording, screenshots. Okay, it's fine. There's one. There's one. Hopefully those took. All right. And then you're 4 of 6. Are you like the star student? Maurice Jacobs? I'll take a picture of yours too. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know where or how you take the test. Maybe you need to get to the 9th classroom in order to do that. I don't know. We have 11 redraws? I mean, yeah, fuck me up. Give me Kocheka's Power Hammer. Would love to see one more classroom. Well, you know what? Dining room actually. Dining room for some food. I think would be nice. Just to make sure. And then okay, here. Oh, but I can't redraw off of this forever. There's the actually it happened. It showed up. We did it. This is for the test. Okay. Okay, folks. It's happening. Buckle up. This could be huge. or I could bomb. But I feel pretty confident. Reddington Elementary graduation. 8 years certainly flew by. Final exam. Please take a seat. Mount Holly Elementary, final exam, instructions. Oh my god, the timer's already started. Your exam has begun. You will now have 30 minutes to complete the next 18 pages of questions related to the curriculum covered over the previous 8 grades. If you do not know the answer to a question, skip it and come back later. This is an open book exam and you may use your notes and may retrieve information from other rooms to help you as long as you complete the test within 30 minutes. After you've completed your exam, it will be graded remotely and results will be sent to you the following day. Sam left his house at 6 a.m. and drove 5 hours west and passed 8 flags. He then turned north at Tanner Fork and drove 2 hours north past four flags of the same color before arriving at Trinsdale at noon. What color were the flags? Red? You cannot change your answer, by the way, but yeah, they were red. In the scenario above, where does Sam live? Oh shit, either Oris or the Grand City of Fen. I can leave? I can leave. Either Oris or the Grand City of Fen. Which classroom was that? I didn't know I would be able to leave. Okay. They're all, except for this one. Oh god, please don't be in here. Is it in here? No, art class. This one. Could be Oris. Went to I thought this would have the answer that I was looking for. I don't know that it did. Colossus, Orinda, Royal Museum, Fen. Shit. Okay. The time limit is killer. I could have prepared a lot better for this. A lot better. If you pause the game, the timer keeps going. Where does Sam live? It's either Oris or the Grand City of Fen. Sam left his house at 6 a.m. and drove 5 hours west and passed 8 flags. He then turned north at Tanner Fork, drove 2 hours north and passed 4 flags of the same color before arriving at Trinsdale at noon. 6 a.m. to noon. Yeah, okay. So 5 hours, 2 hours north. Wait, that's 7 hours? At noon? What? Anyway, what color were the flags? I'm pretty sure they were red. He went west for a while. Trinsdale. Ugh, I think Oris. What color is the most often associated with hallways? Orange. Which of the following would be the least patriotic room pairing? Least patriotic. A greenhouse in Costa Rica. What color is the fruit that gives you +3 steps when consumed? Apple is 2, banana is 3, orange is 5. What color? Yellow. Solve the following problem. 5 minus 5 is 0 times 2 is 0. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12, times 2 is 24. 5 minus 2 is 3, times 5 is 15, plus 1 is 16, minus 5 is 11. 10 times 4 is 40 divided by 5 is 40 divided by 5. Hang on. 10 times 4 is 40. 40 divided by 5 is 8. 8 minus 4 is 4. 1 minus 4 is -3. Times 2 is -6. Plus 7 is 1. Minus 1 times 8 is -8. Divided by 2 is -4 plus 5. -4 plus 5 is 1. Which element on the periodic table is represented by the symbol C? Carbon? I'm Googling. Element C is carbon. Which element appears in the periodic table directly below helium? I mean, I'm Googling this. Periodic table. It's open book. Neon appears below helium. Which of the following is not a real element found on the periodic table? Mount Holly. MT. There's an MT. HO. LL? Is there an LL? Is there a Y? Element HO. HO is holmium. LL does not exist. Y? Y is yttrium, so the answer is LL. Which element on the periodic table is represented by the symbol AG? AG I thought is silver, right? Element AG. AG is silver. Which element could not be used in the spelling of the word clues? Carbon is a C. Chlorine. Chlorine is Cl. Uranium. Is that just U? That's just U. Carbon is just C. Radon is Rn. So, radon. How many elements are on the top row of the periodic table? 2. right? Hydrogen and helium. Top row. 2. City of Fen is south of which small body of water? How many cities in Fen areas are larger than Reddington? Oh, God. I don't know. Which of the following realms is not near Fen Aries? Arch Aries, Araja, Nuance, Kororika is not near. How many cities in Fen Aries are larger than Reddington? 2? Fen and Oris, maybe? I feel like there's not that many. City of Fen is south of which small body of water? Small. Trinsdale Lake? Which sigil core denotes the realm of Arch Aries? That's the mountain. Which realm is directly north of Araja? Fen Aries. Where are you right now as you take this exam? Mount Holly, Reddington, Fen Aries. Which 2 pieces of art would be best paired to depict the letter B? Wing. Wait, which 2 pieces of art would be best? A birch tree and an oak tree? A hay bale and a mug of ale? Bale and ale? Bale and ale. Which of the following pieces of art was not displayed in the grade 5 classroom? Oh, dude, I don't know. Pry, flam, bride, jungle? Definitely jungle. Definitely jungle. Which of the following pieces of art is not displayed in Mount Holly's entrance hall? Face, Trinsdale, realize... Trinsdale? Which of the following pieces of art is not displayed in Mount Holly's entrance hall? Realize is not. Face, Ace, and Trinsdale all are. Whoa. Can you find the difference? BIMR? Can you find the difference? Arch Aries. Land. Can you find the difference? No. Angel? Queen? I'll come back to this one. 27? Who was the first crowned ruler of Fen Aries? General Teskin. In which era were the railways of Fen Aries destroyed? $22 Which era were the railways of Fen Aries destroyed? I don't know. What was the first capital city of Fen Aries? Grand City of Fen? Or... Oh. Nuance. Math. What is the Eurasian word for house? Hue. What does nevyate mean in Eurasian? New gate. The phrase tre venel, tree, can be translated in several different ways. Which of the following is not an acceptable interpretation? That old tree is not owned by me. My tree is not very old. I cannot see the tree trunk. I am not an old tree. Is not acceptable? Tre venel. Old. I am not. Tree. Tree. Old. Not me. Is not. That old tree is not owned by me. My tree is not very old. I cannot. I am not. It's not my tree. How would you say the following phrase in Arajan? You have a very, very long name. Lorlu Radau. You have a very you Ra Joram. Ulrajaram. How do you tell an Arajan count me out? Count me out. Irajanai. L is a leave Lu. L count vo. Or just le. L is a suffix though, right? Count me out. Should it be countal? Leave Lu? But why is that a question mark? I'm not asking a question. Count me out. El count vo. Jesus Christ. In et is or. Oh, these are the directions. North is in north. Is south. East et west or. Point A to point B. Person tree. Using the provided Arajan terms for cardinal directions above, what would be the clearest way you could give directions to someone at point A to get them to point B? North, in, ma'in, etam, metre, etis maor. No, you're never going west. In, et, is. No. Et, tre? I mean, what would be the clearest way you could give directions to et, tre? Ajin, et, ov, tre, is, ja, trevo. I mean, et, tre is just go east for tree. Point A to point B. They're just going east, right? I think it's just et tre. Just go et. Right? What would be the clearest way you could give directions to someone at point A to get them to point B? You're just going east. Et tre. Jesus Christ. In ancient Orindia, the number 8 was considered by Ageran scholars to be mathematically near perfect, though many in the secular sphere held that only this advanced form of 8 was worthy of numerical perfection. End of exam. Only this advanced form of 8 was worthy of numerical perfection. Is it an 8 that equals itself? Eight. Is it an 8 that equals itself? In ancient Orindia, the number 8 was considered by Ageran scholars to be mathematically near perfect, though many in the secular sphere held that only this advanced form of 8 was worthy of numerical perfection. Is it an 8 that equals itself? So like this one, 8 in a square is like 8 squared is 64, squared again is too big. I don't think it's A. 8 squared is 64 rounded twice to be 60? 8, wait, 8, oh shit, 8 rounded twice. 10 squared is 100? 8 squared is 64, flipped is 46. I'm gonna go with 100. But like, advanced form of 8 was worthy of numerical perfection. Numerical perfection. So 8 rounded twice? 8 rounded once is 8. 8 rounded again. Right? Am I doing the rounding right? Single wave round to the 1, double wave round to the 10. So that would be, this would be 10. 10 squared is 100. I'm going to go with 100? Or 8 squared is 64. 64 rounded twice is 60. Right? And then 864 flipped is 46. I don't think it's 46. I don't think it's this. I don't think it's 46. I don't think it's 60. I don't think it's 64 squared twice. Right? What is 64 squared? 64 squared, 4096. I don't think it's 4096. 100 feels like 100 feels okay. End of exam. Okay, what didn't I answer? I didn't do any of this shit. Okay, let's do this. 6 squared is 36. 3 minus 3 is 0. Wait. 3 squared is 9 minus 3 is 6. Nine minus 3 is 6, I think. But it could also be, oh, if it's minus 9, it could be minus 9 squared. So then it could either be minus 12 or 6. And I don't know. I don't think it's minus 3 squared. It's either 6 or minus 12. Minus 3 squared. Do they have that in this? Square and diamond? Yellow 2 in square. Yellow 2 in square. Just squares the thing to get 9 in this example. Okay. 3, is this is either minus 9 or 9, and I don't know. I'm gonna go with 6. And then 12 flipped is 21. 11 times 3 is 33. Wait. Rounded? Wait, what? No, oh sorry, this is divided. 11 divided by 3 is like 4 something, and then rounded is 4. 4 squared is 16 plus 5 is 21 times 2 is 42 minus 1 is 41 flipped is 14. Great. And then finally, holy shit, 5 divided by 2 is 2.5 times 3. 2.5 times 3 is 7.5. Rounded twice. Rounded to the nearest 10 is 10. Minus 1 is 9. Times 6. 9 times 6 is 54. 54 plus 100 is 154. Rounded to the nearest 100 is 200. Great. What was the first capital city of Fenares? I don't know. I'd have to check the book. First capital city of Fenares. The deciding battle of the War of the Fifth Era was fought on the southern shores near the famous landmark. I want to say the museum? Or the Angel Tower. There is... Hang on. I can check something. We gotta go fast, but I can check something. Is it in here? Oh, is it in grade 6? Oh, shit. Grade 5. It's in grade 6, and grade 6 is all the way over here. I can't. Fuck. Oh, I can't believe this game is doing this to me. Okay. All right. Answered everything there, 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 everything there. Haven't answered this one yet. Shit. Angel. Do I remember her name? Can you find the difference? I don't remember her name. Can you find the difference? Oh, this is Arindia. Is this Arinda? Is it an I? This is Arindia, the, like, continent. This is Arinda, the angel. I think it's an I. Arinda, I. Which era were the railways of Fenares destroyed? 6th? Are we in the 6th? Fenares didn't exist in these first few, unless... What era was Agera? Was Agera the first? Blueprints Agera era? Agera was the first era. So Fenares didn't exist yet, so it has to be 6th. What was the first capital city of Fenares? Oh. What was the first capital city? 2 minutes. Capital from the mountains of Reddington to the public stage of Oris. It's not Drem, it's not Reddington. It's either Oris or the Grand City of Fen. What was the first capital city of Fen Ares? Grand City of Fen? Like after they took over? Grand City of Fen. The deciding battle of the War of the Fifth Era was fought on the southern shores near what famous landmark? I want to say the Royal Museum, maybe the Angel Tower. I'm going to say the Royal Museum. Complete. I did it. That's the end. That's the exam. We're going to get our results tomorrow. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't believe they put that in this game. So, I think the only thing you get from doing the I was thinking that there would be a sanctum key, and I'm realizing maybe that might not be the case, and instead that might have just been for an achievement, in which case the achievement might be to ace the exam, wherein you do that perfectly. And I feel a little bit like I did it like prematurely, or like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's all I can muster right now. It's just I don't know. What am I even looking for? I'm redrawing. I don't even know what I'm redrawing for. The greenhouse, I guess, if we can get the power hammer. So I would need coat check for that. Okay, but at least the greenhouse is here. Okay, sure. That's something to work towards today, I guess. If we can make it happen. Watering can. Alright. God, I don't even... It's nighttime. Of course it is. I mean, we just spent half an hour writing a real exam in a video game. Well, we got there. I don't have a shovel. Thank you for the shovel. Would love to get, I think, some turnips. Okay, not turnips. And we're just back to playing blueprints again, I guess. Do I want the vault? I guess it doesn't hurt. What do I actually want today at this point? Coat check. I would like coat check. But I suppose if we can make the vault, if we could also get that one key. I'm pretty sure there's at least one key that I'm missing. That would be nice. I don't think there's anything else in here other than some money on the ground in a vault. Who'da thunk? Okay, so we can go west of the quarry yard. Is that our only way currently? Yes, it is. Okay. Dude, I feel like lightheaded after that fucking exam. I can't believe it. Also, I guess the showroom would be kind of cool today. Since we have kind of a lot of money, it'd be nice to use it on something. Commissary kills us. Courtyard does not kill us. And gives us an opportunity to dig some more. Would love to see some food. I know we already... We got the dining hall already. I ate what was in there. Okay. Can you keep going west, please? Is that at all doable? Yes. And you know what? I will take the courtyard still. Sure. Some dice. That could potentially save us. Okay. All right. Courtyard goes both ways. Okay. Cool. Kind of like all these courtyards, especially after we did the classroom thingy. So, okay, I didn't realize that the 6th room for the classrooms would be the room that you take the exam in. Secret garden. Great. Okay. We'll go south first. There's the coat check. Excellent. So we can get our power hammer back. Feels good, man. Retrieve. Thank you so much. And then... Okay, this is exciting. Could go to the greenhouse right now, but... Love to see if maybe we can't get some steps first. And see also if we can't get anything else. Potentially that we could use the power hammer on. But I think we can at least use the power hammer. I would like, if this could be a room that goes both ways. Yeah, West Wing Hall is exactly what I wanted to see. Go to the corner first. This gives us so many steps. Oh, after. Wait. Each time you enter dormitory after drafting... Oh. So all of the drafting rooms that we made, all of these classrooms already are... useless to me for this, actually. Okay. I mean, at least it was 10 steps. That's something, I guess. Whatever. It's gonna be the aquarium just to let me keep going south. Okay. Okay. And I can make one more room after this. All right, give me the wine cellar. All right, last room for this run, right? Yes. What do you got for me? I can roll once. All right. Give me the library. These corner books still haven't been filled in, huh, this whole time? I think we'll probably, assuming we get the library on day 50, I'll probably check our stats then. But I'll hold off until then. Okay, so at least, okay, so we can take the power hammer to the greenhouse at least. And then we should also be able to bring it back to coat check. I think we have enough steps to be able to do that. So that's good. Now, which way am I going? I'm going into this quarry yard. There's so many quarry yards. Into this one. Into this one. Into this one. Into dining room. Into dining room. And then finally, we can break this open at long last. What do you got for us? Letters. Oh, is this a permanent opening? Can this go to a... Now that this is this open forever now? I think the greenhouse... Yeah, the greenhouse opens now. Correspondence envelopes. The original gardener's logbook. She loves me not. She loves me not. February 1990 till when I get fired. This is the original gardener. Denny Ravane. This is a record of my many indiscretions and lapses of judgment. Should this logbook ever be found, know that my guilt is exceeded only by my failings. As the groundskeeper of a vast estate, it is my responsibility to ensure the property remains well maintained and beautiful all year round. From the many green rooms of the manor to the sprawling lawns, it is my duty to attend to every aspect of the grounds, ensuring they are orderly, presentable, and accessible so that they may be appreciated by both guests and the family. That would be the day. This logbook, many years overdue, will serve as a record of some of my duties, discoveries, and contributions I have made to the estate over the many years I have served here as the groundskeeper, and however many more are yet to come. Not many, apparently. Denny Ravane. A few months ago, I made a truly remarkable discovery in my role at Mount Holly horticulture. In my role of Mount Holly horticulturist. Through years of breeding and experimentation, I successfully created a new species of flower with a fruit that resembles a gemstone in every detail. Although the fruit is not edible, it is nevertheless a marvel of nature, possessing all the beauty and brilliance of a genuine jewel, but with the added benefit of being entirely organic. Despite the creation of this flower being my proudest accomplishment to date, my joy was slightly curbed when I was informed by Randolph Moore that my employer's company, Cinca, had decided to deny my request to announce my discovery to the public, completely disregarding my years of hard work and dedication to this project. This decision was absolute rubbish. I have poured my heart and soul into this project, investing countless hours of research and experimentation to create something truly extraordinary. I feel this flower has the potential to make a significant impact on the field of horticulture, and it feels like such a waste to keep a gem like this hidden away for, quote, further research. As I suspected, they wanted the flower to serve primarily as a cheap way to produce resources for special floor plans. I had high hopes for this logbook, but I have struggled to find a reason to add another entry. My employer's decision earlier this year has left me feeling disheartened. I find it difficult to find the motivation to continue in my work. I am aware that my disappointment is affecting my performance, and I am reminded of that daily when I see the houseplants slowly dying as I make my rounds. Perhaps I should quit. I really, really should have. My ambition has been reignited. I overheard, perhaps with some prodding, that the employee contracts for the staff are kept within the Baron's private office on the 10th rank. A fact that I found quite remarkable considering that the house only has 9 ranks. This all but confirms the long-held suspicion that the rumored 46th room is in fact north of the antechamber, a suspicion that I had always considered too obvious to be plausible. As much as I wish to abandon all pretense of caring about my job to focus on this new project, I fear I must resume my gardening duties for the sake of appearances. It has, after all, been a long time since the north side of the house has received the groundskeeper's undivided attention. Let's trim the hedges and see what we find. Antechamber lever locations. Secret garden, mechanarium, great hall, secret garden sealed, greenhouse, weight room. The weight room has the other south lever. If we, okay, damn. That would have been cool. Damn, the game spoiled what that has. If there is a 10th rank, it is impossible to perceive its existence from the outside, So if it does exist, then I'm going to assume that reaching it can only be done through the antechamber. Sadly, security has only gotten tighter in the years after Mary's disappearance, and that room is no longer locked behind regular doors that can be opened by regular keys. That would be too easy. Instead, the Baron had remote access levers installed in several different rooms of the house. Funny enough, I already know the location of 3 of these levers, as one was recently installed in the greenhouse, and another 2 were installed in the secret garden. It's almost like they were choosing green rooms just to tempt me. Resealed in January after deal in Reddington fell through. Although these past few months of exploration have yet to yield the fruit I seek, I have in that time gained a much greater mastery of the estate, have stolen many glimpses behind the black curtain that veils her many secrets. Among the more exciting of my recent finds was the discovery of a hidden chamber in one of the outer rooms. Sealed shut behind a false wall, the stale quality of the air and the unmistakable aroma of corroded metal led me to believe that this chamber has remained sealed for many decades. Within it I found a large vat and a copper still, their time-worn surfaces streaked with creeping veins of oxidation and rust. A hidden chamber in one of the outer rooms? Sealed shut behind a false wall. I'm unsure if these instruments can be restored to working condition, but if they can, I may yet find a use for the sugar beets and potato stores rotting away in the root cellar. Does the root cellar have a fake wall? And how do I break it? Interesting. Okay. Resealed in January after deal in Reddington fell through. Okay. So maybe I can't? Sinclair's inner sanctum. At last, I finally discovered a location of one of the north levers. It is deep underground in a location so far removed from any of the estate's plant life that, had I been discovered, I would have been completely vulnerable without any excuse but curiosity to offer to my captor. As anxious as I was to pull it, I've decided to wait until the Baron is away, as it reduces the risk of being caught significantly. And once he leaves, I don't think that a delay in returning will be too hard to engineer now that Kristoff is under my thumb and beholden to do whatever I command. Okay. Well, there's no turning back now. After finally reaching the objective I have been working toward for the last 4 months, I made an impulsive decision in the heat of the moment and took more than just my contract. I found something that I knew could give me the chance to make back some of the money I felt was owed to me, and I grabbed the opportunity without really considering the consequences, given that there is now only one missing file in the staff contracts. I have unwittingly left an incriminating trail leading directly back to me. My only hope is that they consider it too obvious to be plausible. I'm almost positive that I'm not going to get away with it, but at this point, I feel I owe it to myself to get what's coming to me, one way or another. Okay, so Denny Ravane. Huh. The original Gardener's logbook. Denny Ravane. Is the one who, with the letters, yeah, wow. Crazy. Okay. Cool. So is this just going to be open? Is this just going to be a doorway now? Okay, very cool. All right. Neat. Definitely neat. I think I'm going to bring the power hammer back so we can still open the weight room wall, which apparently has access to the south lever. Yeah. Which is cool. So that's good. Because this one's kind of unreliable, but that's fine. So, okay, I think that's our day today then. This was a crazy day. One of the crazier days we've had in a while. We did the exam. We're going to find out our results for it tomorrow. So you're going to have to check back for day 43 of Blueprints to see what happens. Let me get back to coat check to drop off the power hammer. Again, am I going the right way? I'm not going the right way. I got lost. We want to go through the courtyards. This house looks so funny with all the classrooms and then the courtyards after. I was wondering maybe if the blessing of the garden was going to get in the way. But it really didn't. But I think the classrooms being able to like redraw from classrooms in order to just sort of chain them together is very cool. Okay, so this brings us back to Kochek. Again, we can drop off the power hammer now that we're done with it. I'm pretty sure that is what I want to drop off. Yeah. The hall pass was neat, for sure. Power hammer, yep. Okay. And I think that's going to do it. I'm just sort of looking over the room one more time just to make sure. But I think we did a lot today. It was kind of crazy. Sorry if that was loud. Okay. So, we still have 4 sanctum doors to open. We know sort of the format for the admin keys for the computer in the Blackbridge Grotto, so maybe we'll look into that tomorrow. I still want to use the power hammer on the wall in the weight room, though granted, now that I know what it does, I feel frankly a little less I do want to do it. I don't know, maybe not as in a hurry to make it happen, I guess. Otherwise, yeah, keys for the vault, because we can still, I'm pretty sure there's a sanctum key in the vault that we can open. Yeah, and then I think we're low on steps today. Can I go back to the foundation today? No, that's a whole thing. Because we can't access the foundation from the actual house today. So maybe that'll be a tomorrow thing too. But I think I want to go back down, maybe. Or I could just check one of my previous videos just to see something that I'm curious about. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for today. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. We got a bunch of letters in the mail room too, with some cool information. So yeah, I think that's going to do it, folks. Thanks so much. This was a big one. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe. There's going to be a few more blueprints videos still. This was day 42. I've given myself sort of the cutoff of getting to day 50, and then maybe I'll decide from there, but kind of just want to see what we can do by the time we get to day 50. So yeah, that's sort of a soft cutoff for myself right now. But yeah, there's some other blueprints videos. Check out the playlist. If this for some reason is the first one you're seeing, you can go back and watch basically everything we did to get here. I stream on Twitch as well, twitch.tv/Caprio_, mostly Pokemon for what it's worth. So if you like Pokemon, there's also some Pokemon videos on the channel as well, mostly just like clips and stuff from Pokemon Emerald. And yeah, I am starting to think about maybe a different game that we could play once we're maybe done and ready to move on from blueprints. But I am curious to see maybe what you would be interested to see on the channel. So if you've gotten this far, I feel like you've earned it. What would you like? What video game do you think I should play and make videos of here on the channel? I'm just interested to see. I have some ideas myself, of course, but interested in your feedback. Anyway, like I said, subscribe if you're new, like if you liked, and yeah, wow, big day. But make sure, again, tune in tomorrow for day 43 of Blueprints to see how we scored on the classroom exam, all right? I'll see you then. Take care. Bye-bye.